Welcome to the Questionable Behavior Podcast. This is your host, Edison. Please don't forget to follow us on Instagram at _QBPC. Also, follow us on all podcast apps and subscribe to YouTube. Google us on Questionable Behavior and follow, subscribe anywhere you can. That's how we make a living. All right, we have a very special episode today. We are at Dua Cafe in New York City. This is the first Albanian restaurant in Manhattan. I'm Albanian, as you guys know, and I have a very special Albanian guest here as well, who has done very big things in the United States since he's came around the same time as me during the 1999 war in Kosovo. So Noli, you are a hairstylist, makeup artist,
special effect makeup artist, and I'm a line producer,
right.
for films.
Okay.
So I'm dealing here in New York with Authority Productions, freelance, and then I'm a special makeup artist for effects.
Right, for movies and things like that.
So in 2006, 2007, I was working at the International Airport in Minneapolis. I was meeting so many celebrity people, starting from Luke.
So that's when you were starting your hair.
Yes, I started here with those so many celebrities.
Jennifer Aniston, Luke Wilson.
Yes, it was a very, very short time with them. It was very nice to meet them and very nice to work with them. They're very, very, very good people.
Right. So
nice
all Hollywood stars, basically. That's where kind of.
Yes.
So tell me now, you took a profession like hairstyling, which a lot of people get stuck just regular hairstyling with your local neighborhood, etc. But you took that and you came to a country here as a refugee, just like me, and you took it and you started working with the biggest people in this country. So explain to me like the mentality what made you go into the stars?
To be honest with you, to tell the truth, everything it's up front of me with anybody else, whoever I work. I have some passion in my heart, and then I have some love to do work. It doesn't matter if it's a hair, special effect, or if it's a line producing things. So you want
just to be involved around acting, celebrities, theater, things like that.
I love that. Thanks God, I got so good connection everywhere, and then I am all the way from Hollywood to right here in New York, dealing with the people, talking with the people, working with the people. Now this COVID stopping me a little bit.
Of course.
It's so nice.
So where does your passion for theater come from? What makes you want to chase celebrities, artists, things like that?
Oh my goodness. I remember when I was a little kid, and then I grew up very close to the theater place, and then I remember all the time I was passing through my mom's hands. I was going all the way to the theater, and I was looking those characters, those actors with those kind of dressing, like a Hamlet, Romeo, anybody else. I was looking I remember some acting in theater was some French policeman, and then all the time was in my brain, how can I do one day me to present this kind of type of work? And still today in New York they have some theaters here. Then I go everywhere.
I try to go and see people in theaters.
Yes, I have so many friends, so many people who's calling me and they say, "Hey, we're gonna do this set. Can you come help us?" I never check the money. I never see to say.
You just want to work and be creative.
Correct.
As
I want to just to move forward all the time.
It's passion.
Passion all the time. It's passion. It's nice, because you're creating something. You're promoting something. You're giving to the people something, because I am not very, very young, and then I was in a few sets in the movie, and then I was making characters 1925, 1930s,
like old school
because
characters,
all the time, the characters,
dressing them, makeup, everything,
makeup, dressing. I try to find clothes, and believe me, sometimes I go to the Goodwill to find some clothes
like old school.
Then to bring them up. And to say, hey, this guy looks character. And I'm trying to do with the makeup, and I'm trying to do with the hair. Hey, believe me, sometimes I use a powder and I put in the hair, and I make those like a creepy hair, or sometimes I do like a slicking back, like a 40s, 50s, 20s. Sometimes they have a very short short hair.
So you really focus on getting the whole thing,
Yes.
from the makeup, the
Yes.
hair, the
And then
clothes.
sometime-
You're setting people up for the stage.
Yes.
From whatever.
Sometimes I do the area and I see what kind of car to bring, so what kind of stuff to bring, and then to show exactly this things has to be look very, very old.
Right,
Which
right,
is, believe me, sometimes I have to ask some old friends who's more older than me, and I say, hey, how's this look before? And then how can I create this? Oh, they're telling me back then, it has to be shoes like this, has to be like a jacket, has to be like a very, very, and then I'm having sometimes hard to find them.
Yeah.
And
but
then
you're
when
going personally
yeah.
looking up from place
I'm
to
looking
place, all the
everywhere.
good ones,
I'm looking everywhere, and I'm connecting, and I'm bringing up, and I'm trying to do something. You know, either we did that with some Albanian actors. We are providing our leader Skanderbeg. You know,
Yes,
Skanderbeg. You know how it's a 5 centuries.
Right.
For 5 centuries, you have to create the person to make it exactly how he looked.
So you're trying to find all the costumes.
Oh yes, I found
13
them.
BC
Yes.
basically, and you found all
Yes,
the
I found
soldier.
them. I found them, and I made them, and I have a couple of
So
few
are
pictures.
you making everything by hand? Is that?
I made
you
everything
put
by hand, or I can get somewhere where I can collect with some people, or working with the friends,
Yeah.
and then sometimes we have to do with the material who matches
Right.
with the other material,
Yeah.
because the old material. You
Oh,
know,
so
it
you're
has to-
buying like a one piece and trying to match it with another
Yes,
piece and bring it
I
together.
I don't sew it. I just tell them to the person, to the designer, to do you got to do this. Here's the pictures. I need this for this character. I want to put them this for this guy or for this woman. And then actually, to be honest with you, in 2014, I was in Beverly Hills, Radio Drive over there, and I was doing some character to the Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
And I have a pictures, you can see it in my Instagram. I was doing an exactly character.
Like Marilyn Monroe, the full dress. everything.
100%, because she doesn't have very much makeup.
Yeah.
She has a one wig, one white dress, and then blowing with a fan underneath her dress.
yeah.
It came so good.
Yeah, with the photo shoot. So
Yeah.
now tell me about the passion involved with, actually pursuing, because first of all, you've already had a very successful career with your hair and your hair salon in Connecticut, and now you're pursuing these other passions with the makeup. And so tell me, like, that drive, why, what makes you keep going, and how you don't stop and just always try to make more connections and get more work done.
Things
Because
got
I'm sure it's very easy to just stop sometimes.
things got to this new industry. Things got to this technology, computers, Facebook, Instagram, and then it's a very, very option. It's very option where you can go and learn, and it's a very, very good opportunity. You can go and find anything in the world you want. So that's myself. Trust me. If people asking me how many hours a day you work, I work 12 hours a day, and then when I go home, and then I host in some radio station in Albanian, and then I never stop. All the time I look in the computer. I try to create something, to work something, to move forward. Even if I cannot do it, even if I feel sometimes tired, I go on the computer or I go on the Facebook. I found something, I collect together, and I said, okay, this has to be done for this one. Even if I know so many friends, they're doing movies, short movies, either Albanian, American. It doesn't matter what kind of. I just tell them, as soon as I see somebody in the Instagram or Facebook, friends who's doing some partial movie or whatever, and then if I see something it's missing to those project,
You offer yourself.
I just tell them, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. You need to get done this and this and this. Don't get me wrong. And then when the people see I'm coming with this kind of type of opportunity, they say, oh my goodness, where'd you get this energy? I said, I have this energy because I love those things. You know, I'm telling you, anything I start doing, I do with a passion, with a love. I don't know how to stop. Trust me. No,
that's it. So tell me, like now or more recently, you've shot a couple of documentaries for people with your nonprofit organization.
Yes.
So one of them was for Dua Cafe. You did a documentary, which is wonderful. Tell me, what got you into making documentaries, first of all, and do you plan on going forward with those type of videos? And what is a nonprofit for, also?
Oh, this is a very good question. I moved to New York in 2008, Connecticut, New York, not too far from here. I used to live in Minnesota for 8 years. So when I came here, I saw myself, I'm very close to the place where I'm supposed to be.
Okay.
With the production, with movies, with everything.
Right.
So then what happened? I found and I tried to create people with a very, very high experience, like a Kreshnik market, Goyard Fetao. And myself as a person who I like to do everything, and we have a Flatrim Amarlahu too. He's an assistant, and then we start to do. Why not to start doing some shoot for our Albanians?
Right.
And then we created very small production, Aya production. We start
Aya production.
Yes, we start. Actually, we start with one guy who does a ballet. Ballet, and then we did with some restaurants. We did with some lady who has a very, very high-end campus, Daniela, and then we did the shooting with the Dua Cafe, which is very nice to tell the people how we are hard worker, and then how we work here, and then actually. Everybody else who lives in the United States, most of them, I say like a 90%, third generation, fourth generation, they came from somewhere. Everybody else who came to this state, this country, they brought something with them.
Right.
They brought some talent, they brought some profession, they brought something what it's very important, unique here. And then same thing with me and with you, actually, with your dad too, who they are people, hard worker. Your dad is a musician, and I'm in the hair industry, in the film industry. Everybody, we brought something. It's a very nice for the population, for the people to listen to this one, and then everybody else who has some passion, they wants to do something. Don't stop it. Just do it. Just keep move on. Even if you're not doing sometime if you don't do good, try. You know, you can do one time good, and you can say, oh, this is not good. Stop. Then you can try next.
The most important thing is to take that first step. I think a lot of people, especially in creative fields, you tend to start critiquing yourself, and you end up never really taking that first step forward. And that first step forward is what breaks down that wall that's stopping you from being comfortable.
Yes.
So once you break down the wall, now you're more comfortable. You open your mind and you can be creative.
And one thing to tell you the truth, here in the United States, I found something. It's a one thing very important. It's a place for opportunity.
Yes.
They give you opportunity. You can do whatever you want.
As long as you get out and do
Usually, if you're in a part of movie or any kind of industry, if you're talented never stops.
Talent and work.
Yes, talent and work. As soon as you work, you see yourself now. See, you came a very, very young person, and then doing an interview with so many celebrity people. You know how much the celebrity people, and these days they are very, very, very good people. They try to do anything because they have something inside them heart where they want to produce to the people. And then anything else, you like to do it. I give him my idea. Don't ever stop. Just do it. Try.
You have to go. Yeah.
You have to keep move on.
Yeah, and someone coming.
Don't ever look for name.
Yeah.
Don't ever look for name. Behind your shoulder.
Right.
Names come up.
Yeah, and that's true. That's actually a very good line. But what I want to say is, like, from someone that has already achieved so much, like you, and worked with so many high-profile people in the Albanian community and in the USA, hearing that from you, don't stop, has to mean so much more for like young people watching out there.
I gotta tell you this story very quick. In 2006, I remember like today, when those celebrity people was coming to our store, because our store was inside the airport. Okay. And then I'm not saying just them. I had so many one. Hey, actually, I did the Wonderful Life movie, Zuzu. The lady, she was 60-something years old.
Yeah.
She came to me, and I was doing her hair. I kind of don't know. I didn't have idea it was she.
Yeah.
And then for a little bit, she was telling me, "Do you know who I am?" I said, "No." She said, "I am the little kid in the movie Wonderful Life Zuzu."
Wow.
I said, "Really?" And she said, "Okay, give me your address." And then today I have her autograph. I think she's not in life anymore. She's died.
Oh,
and then I have really, really big frame pictures with her autograph in my salon.
Wow.
It says, "Thank you very much to Noli," and she wrote some appreciation, "Thank you very much." And I did for a couple of times her, because there was a place over there where people came. Believe me, I don't know how many people I did over there.
Right.
And then plus, I used to work at the state capitol building. We have a salon downstairs, and we have so many senators, there's legislators, politicians.
Oh, so you've that was in Minneapolis. You worked in the airport.
In
Then
St.
you went
Paul.
to DC and the state capitol.
Yes.
You worked there as well.
I was working at two places.
Politicians and
in the morning, I was working at the state capitol building office. Afternoon, I was working at the airport. Believe me, 3-4 times presidents came to the state building. I didn't see him. They came to our place. They said, "Look at upstairs. We have the president." It was George Bush. It was Bill Clinton. It was so many people came. And then for me, it was looking like I'm working there.
Yeah, I'm just there working.
I was feeling myself so special in those beautiful places working as a refugee person. I would say.
Right.
And then. All the time my career, I'm going to go a little bit back because in 1991, I was in the hairstyling union in Europe, and I won the 3rd place in the all European Union in the hairstyling.
So it was like a competition back then.
Competition, yes. So it was a competition.
So when did you start hairstyling actually?
I don't want me to tell you that.
Yeah, I want you to
no problem.
tell when you started. How long did you start? And then I want to jump back into the competition because I didn't know there was a competition.
Okay, I started cutting hair. I started in the industry in 1985.
Okay.
So the 1991, I started moving on and all over Europe. I went to Italy. I went to Turkey. I went to Germany. We went to Budapest. We went to Paris. We went some other places, and back
hairstyling, traveling all over Europe.
Hairstyling. And then what happened 1998, 90, you know what happened, the situation in Kosovo, it shut down everything. We cannot move nothing. So one thing what I miss in my life, because you know my home in Kosovo is burned, and then my salon is burned, it's gone.
Right.
So I have, you see these pictures like this? I have back then in my salon a few celebrity people, and plus I have almost 27 diplomas, like a certificate from
like
whatever I've done.
And
correct. And then plus I have gold trophy in the 3rd place, what I got in
Europe.
Yes, 91. And those is gone, everything. And then 1999, they shut down everything. And I said, I'm dead now. I'm not going to happen anything. So when I came here, I came back. New life.
So at that moment, in 99, you know, your career was that high up around all of Europe. You got 3rd place in the competition.
Yes.
Now everybody in Kosovo at that moment basically had to leave their homes, their businesses, their everything behind. So when you came here, what was your thought? Like how? I mean, I'm sure because you've moved around Europe, was that a little bit easier of a transition for you because you already were comfortable going to different countries and working, or was it like a?
When I came to United States in 1999 as a refugee, my career in Europe is done, 1999.
Right.
And I said, one thing I said to myself, I talked to myself in the mirror, can you believe that? And I said, I came to this country and I hear a lot of people saying, here is the place, what I was mentioning a few minutes ago, when I said, here is the place, it's opportunity.
Right.
And I pulled my 2 hands up and I said, here I am. Thanks God, I have this one. Thanks God, I have this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this, bring them up, and hear what I am right now.
And here you are. There you go. So that's something that people, especially for us Albanians, is coming from Kosovo. What people don't understand is similar to you. There's thousands of stories out there of people achieving something in their career and having to throw it all away and come and start all over in a new country. You came here, started all over, and achieved just as much greatness as you had before. So
I gotta tell one more thing. I'm sorry. When I came first time, and when I started to have my license, they told me here, you cannot have a license here. You have to go school and have 1,500 hours to start and cutting hair.
Wow.
And I said, how can I go? I said to myself, how can I go to do another
1,500.
Yes, 1,500 hours. And then I've been person with experience 19 years, been cutting hair, go back to school. My English was
start
okay.
from zero again.
My English was okay. I was not like today.
Right.
And then reading and writing was kind of problem, you know, how I can do it. So one thing, that's I said, I put my hands and then I got the opportunity from my boss, Ken, and then he says, let me try this guy. They told me, let me try this guy and see how he work. And I start, he saw my work, he said, we're gonna give you 5 months opportunity. You can cut hair and you can get paid like everybody else who's in a shop. So you have to study and then have a, you know what, 500 question I have to study.
Wow.
All the rules, and I went to university in Minnesota. We have to take a test there.
Right.
And things got, I learned, I'm done, I finished my test, and then
boom, started the career.
And then start the career.
So now a lot of people don't, from our earlier seasons in our show, don't actually know that my father was and is a famous singer in the Albanian community. So what I want to touch on is that story of how you guys met, and you know, because you guys actually met here, but you wanted to cut his hair back.
Okay, let me tell you some story. This is a very important story. I'm talking about 1995, 96 back then, and then what happened? Your dad came up with a very, very good song. And then his song was named Cowboy Jama.
Yeah, with
Cowboy
the
Jama, with a video. And I have two people who's been singing for him. One was with the drums, the other one was
from his band.
Like a guitar player. And I was telling him, listen to me, I want to come and then to meet with Remy, as I want to do his hair, I want to do his style, because the Cowboy Jama has to look like a real cowboy. And I was trying to make those set to look like a real cowboy. And then I don't know what happened, and then I did get a chance to be involved with back then. So what happened in 2008, listen to me, this is a very interesting story.
10 years later, almost over 10 years.
Over 10 years. And then he came here in Connecticut, and then as a professional singer, everybody goes to see how he sings and blah, blah. And then,
he was doing a show in Connecticut.
Yes. And I went closer, I said, hey, listen who I am. And then we get to talk, and I said, I want you to one day to come to my store. To my store. And they said, hey, no problem, I'm gonna come, and blah, blah. He came, and then after that, I was making his style for the set Cowboy Jama.
Still in 2008.
Still. And then I was saying, I'm gonna cut your hair this way, and then, you know, and then he said, okay. And I was having his pictures, I was putting his pictures on my wall. And then he didn't see it. And I said, when I returned his face.
After you cut his hair?
I said, do you see that guy? Yeah, he said, yeah, I remember this. I did this Cowboy Jama. I said, this is my dream to make your hair. I said, oh my God.
Noli, I want you to tell everybody where your salon is located, if they want to visit you personally and have work done by you. On top of that, I want you to just let everybody know how to reach out to you if they want to work with line directing, makeup artists, and in regards to movies, so how people can connect with you going forward.
That's very good. So my salon is in Connecticut. It's in Rocky Hill. It says Noli's Hair Salon.
Okay.
So anybody, whoever can go there, they can see Noli's Hair Salon, and they can see two two websites I have. I have a website for salon, and I have a website for special effects.
Okay.
And then I have all of those celebrity people with who else work, and then
They're all on your website.
Yes, and then I have wherever the celebrity people, they comment on me,
right.
how good I am, whatever I've done with them, so they can check over there if they want to. Welcome to come anybody else.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see. You know, I mean, it's very, very lovely to work, and I'm ready for any type of movies, any type of things, wherever they want to do it. I'm open.
Ready to work the whole time.
And then we are with our production too.
Right.
We can do anything, so it's very nice.
No, like we said, you know, just a last minute message to young people out there, especially young Albanians in this case. Just a message to them, and also any last minute shout outs for anybody, you know, your team and who you work with.
You know what? I want to say one thing, very important things, and I want everybody to listen to these words. Love what you do. Do never stop. Success is behind your shoulder. So I want to say thank you very much for having me, and thank you very much to Olsi Becha, who is a very, very professional photographer and
he's doing the
cameraman.
video on this episode.
He's doing,
today.
Yes, he's doing a video. I thank you very much. He's a very celebrity person who's been doing for so many very public figures in our country.
Yep.
So I wish him success. I wish him very welcome to United States.
Yes.
So we'll see forward. Thank you very much, guys, and then
thank you, Noli. Also, thank you to Bobby at Dua Cafe. Make sure everybody comes to 14th Street. Check out Dua Cafe. Try Albanian food.
And don't forget, Hajde Shqipe!
And last but not least, subscribe on YouTube. 5 stars on all podcasts, all platforms, and stay tuned.